New section of the teaching according to the pre-given themes in the immemorial style of writing. By Billy Edward Albert Meyer, Beam. Chapter 15, verses 1 through 22. 1. Truly, many of those who are unknowing of the truth often wish that they were ones who are knowing of the truth, but they are unable to free themselves from what they do that is unright and evil, because they love to feast, eat, and to indulge themselves and to cherish vain, arrogant hopes. 2. They do not like to admonish themselves, and they ridicule themselves with their own hopes and wishes, so that lovelessness, unfreedom, bondage, peacelessness, and inequality take root in their inner nature. 3. However, they are not able to recognize, see, what is the truthfully truth, therefore they must be instructed, taught, in order to recognize, see, the truth. Yet the truth is but one, although many ways lead to it, namely the same number as there are of people of your kind, human beings. For, truly, there is only one truth which is given through the laws and recommendations of the Almightiness, creation. But it takes great concentration and perception of real substance to recognize it, because it is given through signs, evidence proof, that you can recognize if you observe the appearance, nature, precisely and comprehend, perceive, everything that is concealed in it. Truth is certainty in recognition of reality. 5. However, since you do not strive truly rightfully to comprehend, perceive, everything in the appearance, nature, and therefore in the laws and recommendations of the Almightiness, creation, true prophets have been given to you who engage themselves in fathom, the comprehension, perception, and the explanation, teaching of the signs, evidence, in order to expound, explain them to you and all people of your kind, humankind, so that you may understand them and use them to the full extent, amply, for yourselves to the benefit of yourselves and all people of your kind, humankind. 6. And the true prophets are people of your kind, human beings, from amongst your midst, therefore they are neither envoys nor representatives, substitutes, of any fabulated, invented, gods as have been thought up since time immemorial by people of your kind, human beings, who were not mastering, bearing, the truth, and who believed, assumed, that mights over them were steering their destiny. 7. But be certain, knowing, that there are no mights ruling over you determining your fate, therefore neither gods nor 10 gods, because throning over you is only the Almightiness, creation, with its laws and recommendations which you shall follow, but which however leave you free in your volition, will, and do not determine what you have to do and what you have to refrain from. 8. If, however, you follow the almighty laws and recommendations, then it will be fine with you, because you knowingly, consciously, create true love in yourselves, as well as freedom, peace, and harmony, which you shall carry forth and spread amongst people of your kind, human beings, as high values, so that the well-being of the love, peace, freedom, and harmony may prevail over the entire world and amongst all people of your kind, humankind. 9. And know that you are protected against all evil and against any terribleness in you, if you follow the laws and recommendations of the Almightiness, creation. But if you do not follow them, then evil and calamity will break into you, whereby your inner nature will suffer great harm. 10. And truly, there is nothing which does not contain great treasures as guidelines, rules, in the almighty laws and recommendations, which will lead to great effect, success, if only they are followed. 11. Therefore be fair ones, responsible ones, and righteous ones, conscientious ones, following the laws and recommendations of the Almightiness, creation, in equitableness, fairness, so that it shall be well with you. 12. Allow love and peace, freedom and harmony to enter you, so that you may be protected in it, and you cast everything away from yourselves that there is of resentment. 13. And as people of your kind, human beings, be entirely like brothers and sisters to one another, so that you are in love to one another, and that no one feels any greater, more, in worth than any other. 14. Always practice love and uprightness as well as benevolence, humanity, towards one another, and do not allow yourselves to be touched by fatigue in this, neither allow yourselves to be made uncertain in this. 15. And do not fear the true prophets, because they bring you glad tidings, so that you may live amongst one another in goodness and in love, harmony, and in freedom when you follow the laws and recommendations of the Almightiness, creation. 16. They bring you the pure truth, which is as truthful, unadulterated, as the light of the sun which shines upon you and gives you warmth. And truly, the truth shall shine in you and warm you, so that you are liberated in yourselves from all terrible things and evil, and from all unright, unfairness, irresponsibility, and unrighteousness, consciencelessness. 17. Therefore follow the teaching of the prophets. Do not be afraid, and do not cast yourselves into ignominy, sadness. 18. Do not direct your eyes towards what the unfair ones, irresponsible ones, and unrighteous ones, conscienceless ones, are doing, and do not follow them, because they will only enjoy their unrightful doing for a short time, and they are saddening themselves. 19. Therefore listen to the true prophets and their teaching, because they are clear warners for you that you shall not commit evil and terrible things, so that no calamity breaks in over you, and you do not cause punishment to yourselves. 20. Consider at all times that you will be brought to account in good time, sooner or later, in one or another wise for everything that you do which is unrightful. 21. Therefore, do not mock the truth and the teaching of the truth, the teaching of the Spirit, the teaching of the life, because if you are mockers, then you only mock yourselves and impose an evil harm on yourselves, because the truth does not let itself be mocked. 22. But if you do mock the truth, then your breast, thoughts, and feelings will become anguished when your own mockery catches up with you, and you have to give account for it.